Hey, this is Rich from HouseBarons.com. My brother Dave and I renovate houses, and today we're going to show you how to install drainage on a large building. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing because we want to show you how to do a job yourself so you can save a ton of money.
Basically what you're trying to do is you want to use the solid corrugated pipe to run water away from your house or whatever structure it is that you're trying to get the drainage to go away from. And then once you get it out into the field further in this area, then you'll use the perforated 4-inch corrugated pipe, and that'll just hook on to the other one. All right, here's some of the materials you'll be using when you do your drainage job. This is 4-inch corrugated pipe, and you can buy it at any hardware store, most any hardware store. And this is solid. So this comes in 10-foot sections like this, and it also comes in a 50-foot coil. So if you're doing a big job, you want to buy the coil and then just figure out how many sections you need. And so if you've cut your coil, then you're going to need, like let's say that you only needed 8 feet of this and you cut it, but then you were going to connect it to a different one. There's a piece right here that will connect 2 of these 4-inch corrugated pipe. It just goes in like that. And then the other one goes on the other side there, and that will join them together. This will join them together very nicely. This right here is an end cap. So at the end of your whole run, if you just want to cap it off, you can put a cap on it. And then this other piece here is for a downspout for your gutter. So then you would put the gutter in there, and this corrugated pipe will run off of here away from your house or building. And then this 4-inch corrugated pipe comes in 2 kinds. So this is solid, and this is what you're going to use to get the water away from your house or building. This other kind is perforated, and you can see here it's got little holes in it. And the reason for that is, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a bunch of solid ones connected together to get the water away from your building, but at some point you do want it to actually diffuse into your field. So by putting this kind on with the little holes in it, it's going to make the water just kind of nicely drain out in a big area. Now this one is special, and it's like a French drain, and it's got this sleeve on it. So the point of this sleeve, this is really expensive. I mean, this one piece was like $40, but it's very cool because this sleeve is going to protect it for years to come. And if we didn't have the sleeve and we just used this perforated one, over time the earth can just kind of plug up all these holes, and then it kind of defeats the whole point of it because the water can't get out. So this sleeve is going to keep the earth from plugging up all the holes. So the setup that we like to do is you've got your gutter, and then on your downspout you're going to put this, and then that is going to fit into the solid corrugated pipe as long as you need it to run. It could be 10 feet, it could be 50 feet, it could go 100 feet, wherever you need to run it. And then when you're ready to have the water start running out into the field, then you want to hook into this, the one with the sleeve, and that will disperse the water nicely.
We purchased a 32-acre farm, and there wasn't one building on the entire land. And we just recently had this pole barn constructed, so we'd have a place to put all our things, because before that we were just storing it in a shipping container over there. And so anyway, the issue is we get some pretty heavy rains, and the water has all been pooling around the floor of our barn on the outside here. And you can see our soil, like the top inch or inch or 2 is real nice topsoil, but as soon as you get down a couple of inches, it's clay. And as a result, we don't really have any drainage whatsoever. So this barn is really pretty big. It's 4,000 square feet. It's 80 feet long, 50 feet wide. And we have a gutter on this side, a gutter on the other side. And the gutter installer had the idea that too much water weight from a heavy rain if it was all going into one long 80-foot gutter. So he has one seam in the middle up there. And so what happens is 40 feet of gutter is running down this downspout, and 3 feet is running down the other downspout. And we don't want that water just pooling down in this area. You can see how this terrain goes. Back there, it's sloping toward our barn. And the complication of that is water is going to come down the hill toward the barn. So we have a couple of different things that we have to achieve here. Number one, we want water to run away from that far gutter over there. So you can see we put in this corrugated pipe, and that's running from that downspout all the way to here, and it'll end up going through this trench and out somewhere into the field. Okay, so over here at this far end, the issue is we've got a long driveway, 1,600 feet, and it ends up in this area here. So what we needed to do, we had two choices. We could either do a culvert drain pipe underneath the driveway, or we could divert the water back this way, and we just decided to go with that route. The black pipe is not perforated, which means all the water is just going to run continuously to this point. This pipe with the little white cloth on it is perforated, and it will release some of the water through here, and so it's going to be dispersed along here. But if we get a big deluge, it'll get pushed through all the way to the very end, where Caleb now has this beautiful mini retention pond that Ivy's going to go check out. She could go swim in there one day. So now we're on the other side of the barn. This is the side that slopes downward, so much easier to deal with drainage on this side when you've got a natural slope. So here he has it connected. This is a piece you can pick up at the hardware store, and it fits right onto your drain pipe, and then the 4-inch corrugated pipe fits onto that piece, and then that black tape you see there is just securing everything and holding it together, and that's sold in the same area. This one is just going to go and get buried, so we'll be able to drive our vehicles through here if we need to, and it runs off into the field. Good progress has been made on our drainage pipe over here. And so right now Caleb is just leveling the berm out. So then the premise of it is going to be in the future when we get a rain and some water comes down this slope, it'll kind of just go right into this berm. He's tamping everything down to make it nice and compact. All right, it's been raining at the farm for about a day and a half, and we can come and see how things have been going. This was our experiment over here. This was the one that all we did is just add a small 10-foot solid corrugated pipe, and as you can see, it is running the water away from the barn, but then just about 15 feet away, it's all gathering right there and making a bit of a marshy bog. I think we're going to end up running about 20 more feet of corrugated pipe into that field down that way. It's interesting because on this other side here, we ran our pipe for about 50 feet, and this area is nice and dry. So you can see a big difference there in how the drainage works.
it's been raining heavily for a day and a half. Just wanted to show you how this drainage is working. So basically, all the rain that's coming down this hill is ending up right here in this dirt berm. All right, then as far as the barn goes, all the rain that's running off the roof is going into that gutter there and this gutter here. And then we've run solid corrugated pipe all through, it's buried underneath this berm. And then there's a piece called a Y that's right there. So it's where it'll connect two different pieces of corrugated pipe together. The piping is running all along here. At some point it turns into perforated pipe. So it's dispersing the water a little bit as it's coming along here. But you can see, like, it seriously has been a monsoon here for at least 24, maybe 36 hours. And to just have that little bit of standing water there is really amazing, because a couple of weeks ago it was more like a mini lake. And so this pipe's been buried all through here, all along here, and then here's the little retention pond that was made, and it's working perfectly because this was bone dry 2 days ago. So that means our drainage is operating wonderfully. So anyway, as you can see, that's all there is to doing drainage. It's not terribly difficult. We used a tractor because we had a box blade, and we also had a bucket on the front that really helped. You could rent a ditch witch, which will make trenching a breeze. You can just get that at any rental store, and you can get all your trenching done just in a few hours using the ditch witch. So we did some of it the old-fashioned way with shovels, and we're very pleased with the way everything turned out. So anyway, hope this video helps with your drainage, and if you got anything out of it, if you could hit the thumbs up, that helps our channel. We have a lot of videos on the way, so if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. Thanks much for viewing, and be sure to watch this video.